Hi fellow readers, today I'm going to be talking about Mame coordinate. I hope that's the right way. I hope it's coordinate and not coordinate. It wouldn't make sense. Coordinate makes sense because this is a slice of life series about a girl who moves into, I think it takes place in Tokyo, but she moves into the city to start her life over, and she ends up scouted into a modeling industry. And it's really, again, slice of life, very basic, about her working with her manager and about her manager trying to get her jobs and launch her career. So essentially, Mame is the main character. She is not at all good about fashion or outfits. She wears a lot of like frumpy skirts and shirts with animals on the front, like little cartoon animals on the front, and just socks and sneakers, whatever. So she's not very fashionable, but the manager sees something in her and scouts her. And I'm trying to think of the manager's name. I don't remember if it says it on here. So Kisaragi is the scout slash manager who recruits her and tries to get her working. I'm terrible with names. I'm probably going to forget Kisaragi's name in just a few minutes. But they both have interesting backstories that do get explored. Kisaragi was always drawn to clothing and feminine looks, but she always ended up kind of getting hand-me-downs from her sister. Meanwhile, her sister would get brand new cute clothes, and so there was kind of just a lot of feelings of inferiority and depression. And the one time that she's able to save up and buy a fancy dress, when she puts it on, she doesn't really feel like she fits the persona to be able to wear that dress. So because of that, it kind of is the impetus to work in the fashion industry and find a model that can wear the clothing and really represent what she loves about the fashion industry and fashion itself. Meanwhile, Mame also has this kind of sadder background that we don't find out about until the end, so I don't want to give that all away, but she also has just deep insecurity. So when we meet Mame, she is very like quiet and shy. She worries all the time about what people think about her and how she'll be judged, and she worries she's going to make a mistake. And so this, in fact, causes her to be awkward and for people to overlook her or not think that she's worthy enough to be a model. It is important that really Kisaragi sees that key part of Mame and encourages her to find her inner beauty and her inner model and put that out there. And when Mame does relax and get into the role, she is actually a very good model and is perceived as cute and what have you. The two of them end up taking a job with an independent fashion designer who is very, very young. I believe she's still high school age, like 17-ish. And she designs and makes her own clothing, and she ends up hiring Mame as her model. And their ad campaign does really, really well, so she gets to keep her job at the agency. And then it's just essentially getting Mame to the next step and her competition with other models. And it's slice of life. It's very short. It wraps up in 4 volumes. There's not really much else to say, especially without giving things away too much. I wouldn't overly recommend it. Like, you might perceive it as boring if you're not good with slice of life. But if you're into slice of life, you want something that's just kind of calm and gentle and maybe has that touch of knowledge with the whole fashion industry, then you can give Mame Coordinate a try. Again, I don't think it's for everyone. I don't think everyone's going to enjoy it. I know even for me, sometimes I was like, could something else happen here? And then it wraps up very quickly. Like, there's a big competition that they do, and then it like wraps up. So I don't know if it had to wrap up quickly or if that was the planned ending all along. I have no idea. It also has a weird kind of bittersweet ending that I thought was interesting and wasn't sure if it was implying something else. Again, I don't want to give it away. But it was interesting in general. Like, I was drawn enough to continue reading it, but wouldn't recommend it to everybody. Like, I think you have to be in the right zone to read it because it is slice of life, and not everybody gets into slice of life. The artwork is fine, but I think everybody had a general kind of almost Cupid doll-esque look. So it wasn't I don't know, there's not like that many differences in characters, so it's very hard to understand why a character feels inferior or why some characters would call that character like nothing special or not cute when they're all drawn really cutesy. So I don't know, I always find that really awkward in pretty much every manga because none of the female characters that are described as plain are ever plain. Like, they're all super cute, at least as cute as all of the other drawn characters. But as long as you can deal with that, it's fine. It's a very simple, gentle read. So again, if you're looking for something that you don't have to overthink or stress about character relationships, it's just really a personal development slice of life story, then you could give Mame Coordinate a try. It is available in 4 complete volumes from Tokyo Pop. And that is it for this video. Until next time, bye.